What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. I will be in Orlando this weekend, but not as a result of the meetup. That's coming in March. More announcements to come within the Patreon, but to be able to take my family to Disney World, just because that's what they want to do with their birthdays. Rita and Leslie's birthday is a day apart, so that should be absolutely awesome. But more details to come in the Patreon about the next meetup that's happening in March. If you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you tap in. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. But more to come on that in a minute. I'm more perplexed than ever and still bothered by what went on with regard to the Ohio State football players that got accused of things that they didn't do. And then Michael Irvin got accused of something that he allegedly didn't do. It's over. It's absolutely over. I think as guys, we got to know when we defeated as a group. And the problem with the group mentality is that you have to have buy-in from every single person that's a part of the group in order to really make any kind of progress. One thing that I will give women, modern women specifically, is that they are very focused, and they have been for an extended period of time, which has allowed for them to really make some significant progress with regard to women's rights. Now, it doesn't really matter if the rights themselves are bad for women. The only thing that matters is the group mentality has allowed for them to be able to progress significantly. And that is something that you don't have amongst men. And I have some theories about that. One theory that I have is men are territorial. And so because we move looking to compete, it's very difficult for a lot of different men to be able to partner with or network effectively with guys that have a similar interest. We too busy focused on how we divided, what you believe in. We can't come together with regard to like one single cause that can benefit a lot of us, because you can't incentivize people to do the best thing for them when they have other interests and other things that they focused on. Whereas women, they like, listen, girl power, sister code, they don't even have to have a reason. The very idea that they just a woman allows for them to be able to align with other women and make a lot of progress. And we also see that with the alphabet community, right? The alphabet community aligns with the alphabet community regardless of their political stance, regardless of their beliefs, regardless of their color, regardless of how they've been raised. They're very focused on one singular goal, which allows for them to make a whole lot of progress all at the same time. Now, two groups specifically that I see this being a problem for is A, the black community, and then B, men. So if you're black man, that means you're behind the 8 ball. And in order to really make significant progress as a group, you have to really have a lot of different people on board. Actually, let me take that back. I'm wrong about that. You don't even have to have a whole lot of people on board. You just got to have like 10%. 10% can really change the minds of a lot of different people and make some significant progress. We can't even get 10% of black men to come to the polls. We can't even get 10% of black men to go ahead and take care of their families. And so this is not a rant against black men. This is more like a reality check. And the reality is that the reason why that whole saying, save yourself, black man, is in existence and why it's thriving and why it really rocks is because we know that as a group, we doomed. But as individuals, we may be able to save ourselves. We may be able to make some significant progress. We may be able to do some things. And it's unfortunate because they give us this little small victory with the Ohio State guys. In reality, it's not even a victory. See, other groups, they want blood. They want blood. They want everything. They want your money. They want your cars. They want your businesses. They want you to go to jail. They won't stop until they absolutely destroy every single thing that you've ever built. We're settling for the idea that a woman accused 2 guys that just really started getting started with their life, and their life is upended forever. Regardless of whether or not they were found not guilty or not, the life is upended forever because they'll never, ever be able to get back on that football field. They'll never, ever be able to get their scholarship. They'll never, ever be able to get their time back. Meanwhile, she just walks away scot-free, no consequences, no issues, no troubles, goes ahead and lives her life. She chose to go over there and get picked up and be in the room. She chose to give consent even on camera, and it's still warranted for them to be on trial just because she said so. Now, that does not say or mean that women is not having stuff done to them. As a matter of fact, I went off this weekend and I went off the rails this weekend, and people were saying, Anton, you're a meanie, because I went off on the idea that older men should not be talking to women that are in high school. And I got pushback from that, which also supports my argument that I said in the first place, and that there's not a conglomerate of men that come together and rally together and say, you know what? That thing should not happen within our community, which gives us more credibility and allows for us to really be able to make some significant progress on issues that really matter, right? Family court, issue that really matter. Now, why would Anton even care? Why would Anton care about something that happens in family court? Even on Anton, it's not even affected by anything that happens in family court, because I care about the community. And even though I may not necessarily benefit as a result of it, I'm a reflection of the thing that I'm advocating for. And so why would I advocate for guys to come together for a singular cause, even if it doesn't affect me in a positive or a negative way, because I don't experience that and I don't live that life? Well, it's because we need to stick together as guys for the community, for the group as a whole. There may be an issue that comes about later on in life that I may need some advocacy for. And then I'd be able to tap into my brothers in the community at large and say, hey, let's come together for this particular thing. Even though I didn't necessarily come together for that thing, it just don't work. It just don't work. It's not gonna work. I don't know what it is. There are other groups, there are other people, there are other genders that are able to work together and do some significant things. But boy, oh boy, I tell you, them black communities of men and sometimes women, only thing that we come together for is rap music, Beyonce concerts, and a war against each other. The things that are the worst for us, those are the things that we come together for. However, I still have this glimmer of hope, and I'm being called. So I gotta return this phone call. I love you, I appreciate you. I'm going to ask you politely to hit a like for the YouTube algorithm. I can't even get black people to hit the like for the YouTube algorithm, and it's free. Hit a like or a dislike for that YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications. If you have not already, Alpha Juice Company, we are doing the work. So we in a gym, we working out, we doing what we do on a regular basis, Monday through Friday. In addition to that, we've changed our diet, and the thing that we lean into is water and the Alpha Juice Company. So make sure you get your discount code in the description and put it in when you order your Alpha Juice. Do not order it without the discount code. The link is in the description. Also, Patreon members. Releasing 2 to 3 videos this week, including one today. I put the webinar back up, and then I got some interviews, and then I got some exclusive content, and I plan on live streaming possibly. I got to figure that out. Got to fit it into my schedule, but make sure you tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Let's do the thing that's best for us. I still have a glimmer of hope, and this is a call to action to do the thing that's best for us. I love you. I appreciate you. I got to get to this phone call. Peace.